I think my love of land and natural places and just pristine areas came from my great-grandmother. She had this just beautiful sense of what nature means and why you should leave it the way it is for future generations. I think that's a big part of where it came from, but then when I started fly fishing and getting really serious about fly fishing, those places became even more important to me and the way that I live, because I know that if they don't get protected, then all of us will have less and less opportunities to recreate. The Thompson Divide is one of those places where you can go and just get away from everything. You kind of want to get back up into nature and just reconnect with what it is in these areas that are just open and pristine and really well maintained by nature itself. And I really value those kinds of areas for the way that I like to live my life. I think that's one of the things that frustrates me so much about industry wanting to develop in the Thompson Divide, is that it is such a pristine place. It really is, and it's the headwaters for all these unbelievable rivers. That is one of the main reasons I even moved to this valley in the first place, is because of the fishing. It's a huge part of my life, so why would not move somewhere where there is incredible fishing? And to think about developing on the headwaters so it affects every single thing downstream, let alone the specific area that is the Thompson Divide. And not even just the fish. I mean, elk and deer and bear and moose. I mean, every species that lives up there will be affected by development and by potentially decreased quality of water. In places like the Thompson Divide that are just so unique and valuable to the way I like to live my life, I think that it's just more about going and listening to all the sounds, all the birds that are up there. You know, when I first go out to fish, I'm excited to catch a fish, but eventually I'll catch a fish or two and then kind of just sit back and take in the views and look at all the different kinds of trees, the insects even, and the streams up there, and listening to the birds and watching for animals. And it's kind of the whole experience all in one, where I feel like when I'm in a place like that, I feel like the rest of the world just doesn't really matter.